One. There we go.
That was quick. Damn.
Parachute, parachute, parachute. 330. Oh, it ripped off.
Damn,
Ripped off, hit the ground, done. So yeah, here we go. Time to pull them out the ground. The soil been soft out here in Arizona since we had a lot of rain and stuff recently. I'm gonna pull it out, see what we got. Yeah, this is the same damage the other one did, and I repaired it. This was it. So it crunched all the way, and the cone usually stays pretty good. It goes right in there, really streamlined, but that is destroyed. All right, Model Rockets 321 here. This is just a quick video. I do have a launch video coming up soon from today's launch. This is my Project X SR-71 Blackbird from today's launch, and the tragedy that took place. It survived many crashes, but those direct into the ground crashes are usually fatal. I've repaired this several times and making upgrades and fixing things, and finally it failed today. The piston ejection that happens, rear ejection comes out the back with this piston serving as the protection, as like the wadding. The Kevlar snapped. It was traveling so fast at ejection that it ripped the parachute off. That landed like 100 yards away, and the SR-71 nosedived into the desert. It was soft soil, luckily. Looked like the cone is still pretty good, actually repairable. I didn't pull it apart yet. Let me move over here so you guys can see it. The cone still looks good because it goes into the soft soil, and I had this same thing happen at a Maryland launch when I was flying on the East Coast. All this can be repaired. It's actually repairable, but I'm considering it retired right now. Here you can see the two spent engines, and the piston would go in there, and this Kevlar would be attached to a wall that I have built here, and it would eject out the back, and was hoping for the parachute to come out. Parachute opened briefly, but it ripped it off, and the jet kept going and nosedived into the desert, and that's what we see right here. Like I said, the cone's still good, so I can rebuild from here forward and get it back as such. But if I take this project on again, I'm not gonna do the rear ejection. I'm gonna just do the regular forward ejection. So I have to probably cut down in here and remove the wall and just make the conduit so the gases travel forward, as intended, and then it'll push it off the top, and hopefully everything will work from there. But as of right now, I'm considering it done. Like I said, I can repair all this. This is not, it looks bad, but for me, this is not too bad. It's just more tube. I can get material. It's like there's some, you can hear that. That's the ejection, like the crumbs or whatever left over. There's like from the clay end cap of the engine. That's what's up in there. So these were two C67s. It took off. I mean, this thing is going fast when it takes off on these two engines. Similar to the Deuces Wild. If you've flown the Deuces Wild by Fliss-Kits, similar. Two trails of smoke, really fast, really high. So there's two C67s. They both stayed in, both lit. Everything went great, except the parachute ripped off. It's going too fast, and that was the cause. This is the damage right here. It was stuck in the soil. Went and recovered it. Parachute was drifting. My friend, I had sent him to go get that while it was drifting in the air with this whole setup here: the piston, the tail cone, and the parachute. This nylon. And this had been upgraded over the years. I started out with, initially it had just a piece of elastic, and then that snapped. Then I went to this Kevlar system. That made this stronger. But then, years ago, the plastic parachute would just rip off, just the parachute. And I was like, okay, I kind of got it solved, so I switched to nylon. But this time, the wall where this Kevlar piece was attached inside snapped. So this is kind of charred also. I don't know if you can see that. This is charred, but I can see here where it looked like it snapped either from the heat and combination of it being charred and from the heat. It could be a combination of both that caused that. And but total overall, it's just a a failure. So crashed, and I will think about redoing it. I really like the project. The two engines coming out of the back of the SR-71. If I can just direct the gases to go forward and push the nose cone off with a parachute up top in a traditional way. That may be the best bet. So I'm gonna pull this cone out right now and see. Yeah, it is jammed. It is down in there deep. It hit hard. It was going really fast. Like, yeah, I can't even get it out. So I'm gonna have to really take a claw. I don't want to do too much damage. And underneath there, you can actually see inside the little conduit system where the gas is traveling and go across. So it's even coming apart here. So yeah, it'll take some rehauling, serious rehaul to get this all fixed up, which I fixed it several times. Here's some of the wood, and yeah, it's the Kevlar from earlier. But yeah, here's some of the wood, and it's just, yeah, that's jammed down in there. It's probably, yeah, because it hit the ground and it impacted really hard. So that's it for right now. This is Project X SR-71 Blackbird, retired right now, but I may bring it back. I really want to see this project go with the 2 engines and at least a parachute that brings it back down. That's my goal. So also like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for the video coming from this launch. I flew a Mars lander and a Estes executioner on an F-44. I mean, it leaped off the pad. That was a great flight. Yeah, those composite motors are really nice, so as everyone know. So stay tuned, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and I will be back with another one.